Hey guys, what's up? It's Kenzie. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very special video, one that I've been planning for quite some time now. I'm really so excited to share this with you, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it just as much as I do. So I'm finally filming my first video here in my apartment here in Portland, and I'm so excited. But I do live downtown, and the hustle and bustle and noise of the street are very loud, so exactly what I'm talking about. If you guys hear, the streetcar going by or cars or something, I'm sorry, I can't control it. I want to soundproof my windows a little bit more than they are, but I don't know how to do that. So, without rambling too much, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update of what I've been up to for this past week or so that I've been living in my apartment. I have been putting together my apartment, really. I spent a few days hanging up stuff in my bedroom, putting together a desk that I bought from IKEA, just really making my bedroom as cozy as I possibly can, my little sanctuary. I really like how it's been turning out. It really makes me so happy to be in here, and it gives me all of the good vibes. I've been doing a couple other things around my apartment, and I'm really honestly, I really feel like it's all coming together so very nice. I'm getting ready to start my new job next week, which I'm so excited about. I've been taking walks every few days and really just soaking up everything and how beautiful Portland really is, and I'm so blessed to be here. I've also been doing a lot of good cooking. I made chili the one night and it was so friggin' bomb. I love cooking so much. It really just brings me so much joy, and I don't know, I really enjoy it. I also broke my friggin' can opener in the middle of cooking chili. That's a little bit of an update for you guys. I should probably tell you what this video is about so you don't click off. Today I am going to tell you guys my story on why I moved to Portland, because it seems to be the number one question that I've been asked is, why did you move to Portland? What made you pick Portland? Why Portland? Portland this? So many questions. So I decided that I want to sit down and tell you guys why, but it's not just one specific reason. It's not just, oh, I moved to Portland because I like that it rains, or I moved to Portland because X, Y, and Z. I have an entire story that I want to share with you guys that is the reason why I moved here. Decided I want to do a sit down chit chat. I got a cup of coffee. I'm going to put on some makeup and talk to you guys while I'm doing it. So if you're interested in watching this video and why I moved to Portland, then keep on watching. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying already. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. Alright, before this intro is way too long, let's just jump into the video. So before we get started, I want to explain to you guys that this year has been so impactful for my mental health and my self-growth as a person. And I'm sure you guys have noticed, I've done a lot of work on me in my personal life and my mental health and all of that. This year has been all focused on my self-healing journey, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about, is my self-healing journey, because I believe that it is something that needs to be shared, and more people need to hear it in hopes to, I don't know, maybe start their own. So without further ado, let's start talking and doing some makeup. Well, my self-healing journey started at the beginning of this year, like I said, and what started it was that I had struggled so much every single day to be a human being. I struggled to get up out of bed. I was depressed. I was anxious. I didn't really have a purpose for life. I was struggling to do life's easiest tasks, like brush my hair and brush my teeth, or just get out of bed and doing normal human being things. The easiest tasks were so difficult for me to do. At one point I really questioned why I was even alive. I really questioned why, what the point of being alive was, because what's the point of doing anything in life if we're all just gonna die? That's really the mentality that I had. and it wasn't good, and I really didn't know like what to do. I was just really over feeling the way that I was. Suffering was just not an option anymore for myself. Like, I knew that there was a better life to live. I knew that life was not supposed to be the way that it was for me, and I knew that there was something more that I could have been doing. I really thought that there was something wrong with me that made me feel the way that I did. So I remember this day very vividly. I was laying in bed, just wallowing in my sadness, and I was just so tired of it. I was so tired of feeling the way that I was feeling. I knew that I needed to do something about it, so that's exactly what I did. I knew that figuring out like how I feel and figuring out why I felt the way that I felt wasn't something that I could do alone, so I decided to look for therapy or counseling, and I ended up calling a bunch of places and scheduling myself my first therapy appointment. And I remember going there and being like, I don't know why I'm even alive. Like, what is the point to life? Like, why are we even here just to live and die? I learned that going to therapy isn't just something that you go and sit down and talk to somebody for an hour about your feelings. It's really about doing the work and putting in the effort, because whatever you put into therapy is what you get back. And that's really with anything in life. Once I started going to therapy, I realized that there was a lot of baggage that I brought with me. And I immediately got to work. I knew that there was so much work that I was going to have to do for myself to make myself feel better and, really want to change. I really wanted to change, and that's what made me do all of the work, is that you need to want to change in order to, make a difference, because if nothing changes, then nothing changes. So I started learning and teaching myself about anxiety and depression, because that's what I was experiencing. Like, I was going through depressive episodes. I learned all about like how anxiety works for you, and like what it can do to like your body and your thoughts and stuff like that. And within learning about anxiety and depression, it really brought me to a whole entire world of terms that I literally never heard about in my entire life before. Like things such as, childhood trauma, your ego, codependency, your consciousness, spirituality. I fell down a rabbit hole learning about all of these terms, and they really resonated with me. I learned all about these topics through books, podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, and just plain old Google. Also, I wrote it all down, so if you see me looking down, that's why. I'm referencing to my notes. I really didn't want to miss anything, because I feel like this is really so important. So I had realized that I had massive amounts of childhood trauma that I literally just played off like it was nothing, and it was totally normal. I felt a lot better knowing that I had a few answers to why I was feeling the way that I was feeling, and they were like, these terms really helped me explain my unconsciousness to my behaviors and habits and patterns and my experiences, and why I was so miserable and suffering. Figuring out these answers really gave me the hope and faith that there was so much more to life, and I knew that I was on the way to living my best life. I love saying living my best life, because I truly am living my best life now. I learned that I am the creator of my reality. I get to choose how I feel, how I live. I am the sole purpose of me. I get to choose whether or not life is positive or negative. I get to choose how I see things. I get to choose how I feel. My life is in the hands of me, and it makes me so happy to know that life doesn't happen to me, it happens for me. And I get to self-reflect and realize that, wow, life is really magical, and life really gives you what you ask for. I'm not saying I'm cured or anything. I really believe that self-healing is an ever-evolving journey that never ends, because there is always the potential of being a better you every day. Like, I don't think that anybody is ever going to reach their highest potential, because there's always so much more room to learn and grow about yourself and everything every day. Some of the most important things that I've learned this year is that self-worth and self-reflection, self-awareness, self-talk, self-care, self-belief are the most important things that you need to hold at the highest standard for yourself. Because without you, there's literally nothing. Like, your world wouldn't exist without you. Like, imagine deleting everything in your life and everyone in your life, and then you only had you. Wouldn't it suck to not 100% fully love and care about yourself? I think so. It would suck. If I hated myself again, it would suck. My life would suck. I really struggled with having self-worth and self-love and self-care because I never in my life realized that you needed to. I never liked myself or even came close to loving myself. So learning how to take care of me in the best possible way has been a life changer. Now, I'm not saying that my journey has been easy whatsoever. Like, it has not been. Like, it's been a struggle, but you know what? I've chose to see all of the good that doing the work has really done for me. And you know, acceptance isn't easy at first, but the more work that you do, the easier it becomes to understand and believe in yourself that you are capable of doing it and you are worthy of doing it. You know what I mean? I've been doing this inner work, this inner healing, this self-healing since January. I've really put in the work, and I need to set my face before I crease and just keep talking. I'm really trying here. These sit down videos are not my forte, but I'm trying here. Multitasking is not easy. So I've been doing all of this work this entire year. I feel like I've really come a very long way. And you know, it's been so beautiful to see the transformation of the person I was this time last year to now. And while I was doing all of this self-healing and self-love and self-learning, I was going through a really big breakup. And it was it's really still hard, and it's something like that wasn't easy for me to do. So I knew that I needed some space for myself to learn more about me and do me and, you know, connect to myself better. So I took a trip to Knoxville, Pennsylvania, in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. That was like 2.5 hours away. I decided the day of that I was going, and I booked the Airbnb to this really cute little cabin, and it was the best weekend of my entire life. Like, this weekend in this little cabin in Pennsylvania in the middle of nowhere was life-changing for me. I really proved to myself that weekend that all of the work I was doing was really worth it, that it was exactly what I needed to do, and it really showed me that I was capable of doing so much more than I really ever thought I was ever capable of doing. I really learned so much more about myself and what I wanted from life in that weekend. It really taught me so much on how to be alone, and that I wanted to be alone, and that I made the right choice to, you know, really work on myself and do all of the things that I wanted to do, because nobody else is gonna do it for you. That weekend was really beautiful. It really was life-changing, and it really, really made me realize that I wanted to move out of state. So as soon as I got back from my trip, I started looking at different states to move to. I looked in Pennsylvania at first because where I stayed really was a place of, like, a part of Pennsylvania that I never even knew. It was really so gorgeous. Like, the land and the scenery there was breathtaking. So I looked in Pennsylvania, I looked in North Carolina, I looked in Georgia, Colorado, Washington, Idaho, and then for some reason I really just decided that I wanted to be on the West Coast. I don't have any specific reason of why I wanted to be on the West Coast. I just wanted to. I knew that it was close to the ocean, and I knew California was way too expensive, and I never really ever liked the thought of California. And then I thought about Washington because my friend Anna Beo lives in Washington, and I was like, okay, frick yeah, I'll just move to the same state as her and we'll be like best friends. We are best friends, but like, I don't know, there was just something about Washington that made me feel like, no, this isn't it. And then I just remember always seeing pictures of Oregon and the Oregon coast and knowing that like it was just a really beautiful place to be. I knew that like I really liked Oregon, like the state itself. So I decided that I wanted to be in a city, and Portland just seemed like the right idea. Like I really have no one explanation what made me pick Portland, or even like what drew me to it, what made me like want to pick Portland, but I did. And I said, okay, well, Portland it is. I started doing my research. I looked at the different kinds of apartments, the work economy here, the kind of people that lived here, what was cool to do around here, and the weather, because everybody was like, oh, it always rains in Portland, which it's been raining a lot the past like week, but it hasn't been that bad. So I did my research, and I really couldn't find any reason not to move here. Like there was not one thing that didn't make me want to move here. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. I would say it's a tea, sis, but it's coffee. I have really fallen in love with being here in Portland. Like I'm so happy that I chose here, and I really believe that it was the best decision I could have made for myself out of literally anywhere else. Portland has really been everything that I could have imagined and so much more. It really has blown away all of the expectations that I had for it. And this is gonna be difficult to do. I don't know if I can do my eyebrows and talk at the same time. I'm gonna take an intermission to do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. Okay, my eyebrows are on, and they are very fleeked. So this year has been so amazing for me. I really have made so much progress with my inner healing and my self-healing journey. I've been really so blessed and so grateful for everything that has come to fruition this year for me and my life. Like this year, I could not have asked for anything more or anything less. So that's basically the reason why I moved to Portland, but I want to share with you guys some more stuff because I got you. So I truly believe that everyone is capable of doing the inner work. We are all capable of becoming conscious to our conditioning. And I believe that we are so much more capable of doing so much more for ourselves than we give ourselves credit to do. I really truly do not believe that we come into this world to suffer and die. There's really so much more to life than earning a paycheck and dying. You know, I really believe that everybody has a choice to see things in a positive light or in a negative light, and it's so much easier to see things negatively than in a positive way. And I really believe that, you know, we are capable of living our best lives, and I believe that we are capable of finding the joy in everything that we do. So within my YouTube channel, I really want to start helping you guys become more aware and more conscious to be able to live our best lives together. I really want to bring more awareness to what we can do as individuals and as a collective to make our lives so much better. Now, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, but I really have done a lot of work this year to teach myself so much, and I continue every day to do more to teach myself. And I'm really so passionate about it, learning about consciousness and what it means to be a human being really just lights my candle. I don't know if that's a saying, but now it is. But I definitely have a lot of knowledge that I want to share with you guys, and I really believe that I have what it takes to, you know, spread the joy in life, because we need a little bit more of joy everywhere. Starting within my next few videos, I really want to start sharing some of the topics that I mentioned and so many more. I really want to teach you guys that a better life is possible, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. I really truly believe that this life is so much more than ordinary, and I live by that. I live by the saying, this life is more than ordinary, and I know it's from a Red Hot Chili Pepper song, but it's my favorite saying ever, because this life is not ordinary. This year has not been ordinary. This world is not ordinary. You know, I really believe that all of you have the power within you to do the inner work, to do the inner healing, to really achieve the happiness that you guys deserve. Because everybody deserves to be happy, and everybody deserves a little bit of love in their life. A lot of love, actually. I believe in you guys, and I believe it's possible, and I hope that you guys believe it too. Okay, that's good for the eyeshadow, and now I'm gonna put some mascara on. I've been really liking the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I'm gonna need to buy a new one soon. Okay, that is good enough for the makeup today. I finished it up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for taking the time to hold space for me and listen to my story. I really hope that it resonated with you guys. I really hope that you've learned something or got something out of this video. I really hope that you guys decide to join me on this journey with falling down even further into this rabbit hole of inner work and self-love and self-worth and everything. And I can't wait to teach you guys and expand your consciousness within my YouTube channel. And if you guys are ready to join this journey with me, then make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Leave me a comment down below if you're excited, and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. It really shows YouTube that you like seeing my videos, and it'll show it to other people too. I'm really so grateful and blessed for all of you, for your continuous support and all of your love, and I am so grateful. And I really am just rambling at this point. These sit-down videos are definitely harder to do than my normal just vlogs. Don't worry, the vlogs are not going away. I'm just going to be incorporating a lot of cooler things into them, and I'm really so excited for this new chapter or series in my YouTube for my YouTube channel. And I think I'm going to end this here, because if I don't, this video is going to be so long, and I'm just going to keep talking and talking and talking and talking. I hope you guys are doing very well, and I will see you next time. Bye.